I'm so excited.
You know, coming in the radio station at 6 in the morning smelling like a bottle of Jim Beam wouldn't have been really a good thing going.
A lot of folks don't even know that it's a job, that it's a viable way to make a living.
It's not a job, but it is a living.
It's a lifestyle.
This week on Headline Country, a rare and fun conversation with King George Strait. Darius Rucker proves he's here to stay. Just ask his true believers. We'll take you to Little Big Town's Big Bash for their #1 hit, Tornado. And songwriters find a new home in Las Vegas.
I'm George Strait. Headline Country starts right now.
Hello, everybody from Hall of Fame Park in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee. Welcome to the outdoor set for Headline Country. You can see behind me, it's the Country Music Hall of Fame. Over to my left, the beautiful Bridgestone Arena, and over to my right, the magnificent Schermerhorn Symphony Center. Along with being home to one of the most revered and acclaimed symphony orchestras, the Schermerhorn also hosts numerous mainstream pop, rock, and country concerts and other high-profile events, including a celebration for a king, King George Strait. In a few days, George is going to be honored for a myriad of accolades he's earned over his 3.5+ decade career. A career that is definitely not over, no matter what his current tour, The Cowboy Rides Away, might insinuate. I sat down with the man Garth Brooks dubbed the King of Country for this rare and wonderful interview about his brand new album, Love is Everything. Love is Everything, the title track. What does that message mean?
You know, that says it all pretty much right there, because love is everything. I mean, the world revolves around love, you know, and if it's love for your family, or your wife, or your husband, or your kids, or your dogs, or your cats, or your horses, or whatever it is, you know, it revolves around love.
Love is everything. It's working out for everybody else but number one.
Every time I go in the studio, I want to make the best album that I've ever done in my life. So you always, are searching for those songs to try to make that happen. The only difference now is that I'm writing more than I used to. If I could change one thing, it would be that, that I never would have quit writing, during my career. But, like I say, I was fortunate enough to find great songs, and, I don't want an album to go by now that I don't have at least one song on it that I've written, and hopefully more than that,
Drink up this love, baby, give it all we got tonight.
Give it all we got tonight. George goes sexy on us. To see the support from radio, from fans calling in and requesting the song, it's been an interesting thing to watch, hasn't it?
It has, and I see a lot of the radio guys out on the road, and man, the support that they've shown is just, man, we're gonna get that thing there, they're telling me, and it's a great record, and we're gonna see it through, it's gonna go #1, and even if it doesn't, man, I want to thank them so much for their effort, it's just been incredible.
I mean, it's the King. Who's gonna stop that one from going to #1?
Hey, I don't know about that King stuff, but that's not what Norma says.
What is her word for you?
Well, it's not the King, I'll tell you that.
She's the Queen, though.
Absolutely, she's the Queen.
Baby, fall into my kiss. It should just happen like this. Trust it so much that there's no one else but us.
Who was the first one to call you King?
I think it was Garth, actually.
Really?
I think so. First time I believe I ever heard it.
There's a story, I believe you told us one time about your first reaction of Garth Brooks when you saw him and how wrong you were.
Yeah, it's funny, and I can't remember where we were doing a show. Tony Brown was there, and he just started producing me, I think, and Garth was on the show, and he was playing. He played before I did. Tony comes back in the bus, he goes, hey, Garth's out there, and he's sitting on the side of the stage, dangling his feet over the edge of the stage. And we're going, oh, man. And we're going, that's never going to work. Shows you what I know.
When the curtain comes down someday, I wonder what the critic will say.
When the credits roll, okay, we've seen it on Cowboy Rides Away, we've seen it on Troubadour, we've seen it on a number of songs where you have dropped this bomb on your fans of like, I am done, I am out of here. which has never been the case, and now you're doing it again to us with the song When the Credits Roll. Why cut this song for this album?
You know, this one kind of fit pretty closely with the Cowboy Rides Away idea, you know, and this song is just it's a big chorus, you know.
When the credits roll and the show is over and I see all the parts I played, it glimpse of my soul.
That is a radio hit.
Sounds like one to me. And then say we get this 60th #1 record, you know, then I'm only gonna want 61.
You don't stop at 60.
You can't stop at 60, are you kidding?
I was a young troubadour when I wrote in on a song, and I'll be an old troubadour when I'm gone.
The real treat for these fans, especially if they get to see you multiple times on this Cowboy Rides Away tour, is the set list is a constant evolution, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to do a lot of, hopefully, of these songs on the Love Is Everything album. I was talking to my producer, Tony Brown, about it yesterday. He said, are you doing any of the new stuff? I said, well, not yet, you know, but we're just getting it finished, you know. So you're going to do some next year, aren't you? I said, well, yeah, I'm going to do a lot of them. I'm going to have to be up there about 3 hours next year. He said, well, you know what? Just do it.
It's the home stretch. Why not?
I know.
It's time to say goodbye to yesterday. This is where the cowboy rides away.
I mean, it's a little bittersweet knowing that some of these places I'll never go back to and play again. I've been doing them for over 30 years. But I'm taking it all in. I'm soaking it up, man. And the crowd is, you know, they're giving it to me. I mean, they are. They've been great.
Oh, the last goodbye's the hardest one to say. This is where the cowboy rides away.
Coming up, Little Big Town's Tornado twists its way to #1. We'll take you to the Little Big Party. Welcome back to Headline Country from Hall of Fame Park in beautiful downtown Nashville. It's time to take a look at some of the stories making headlines this week, including a bunch of #1 parties, beginning with another big one for Little Big Town.
Y'all come up, Little Big Town.
So excited.
Recently dubbed the Little Band That Could, Little Big Town's huge success with their latest project, Tornado, continues as the foursome celebrated their very first back-to-back #1 with a party in honor of the album's title track.
Writing with Natalie, we had started writing for the Tornado record, and she was like, hey, I want to play a little piece of this other song. And from the time we heard that lyric, we were like, wow, I've never heard that said in that way before.
Toss it in the air and put it in the ground. Make sure you're never found.
My first thought was like, this is so progressive. Will country radio even play it? And just the fact that they did and it went #1 means so much to us. It's unbelievable.
Hoping to make it a three-peat, LBT is already getting a huge response from their next single, the emotional Your Side of the Bed. Look for the new video right here on GAC.
And I'm coming after you. But this ain't my mama's broken heart.
A handful of other #1 parties will be making their way to Music Row in the very near future. Miranda Lambert has just landed her career 5th chart topper with her Casey Musgrave-penned Mama's Broken Heart. The song is the 4th single from her record-setting For the Record album, which includes her ACM single and Song of the Year Over You, as well as Fastest Girl in Town and Baggage Claim. After cruising their way to the top of the charts with their debut single, Florida Georgia Line has done it again with their follow-up hit, Get Your Shine On. Upon hearing the news, the guys sent us this photo titled Excited. Catch them out on the road as part of Luke Bryan's massive Dirt Road Diaries tour all summer long.
This life would kill me if I didn't have you.
Also landing their career second #1, husband-wife duo Thompson Square's latest single, If I Didn't Have You, has found a new home in their hearts. Co-written by the couple about the love between Shauna's mother and father in the wake of her father's passing from cancer last year. The #1 accolade fell on a very special date. As Shauna told us, quote, "Writing your first #1 is an amazing goal to reach. Writing your first #1 song inspired by the loss of your dad and having it go #1 on his birthday is a gift straight from heaven. We want to thank all of our fans and country radio for making this possible." The song is featured on their newly released album, Just Feels Good.
That's us, that's right. Gotta love this American ride.
Toby Keith is added again. The singer-songwriter is sharing these photos of himself entertaining troops and their families stationed in the Philippines, Guam, and Hawaii as part of his 11th USO Armed Forces tour. During the 3-week trek, Keith performed hits from his upcoming Toby Keith Hammer Down tour, set to kick off June 8th in Ozark, Arkansas. Since his first trip in 2002, Keith has traveled to over 15 countries and played to more than 225,000 U.S. servicemen and women. For more information on Toby, including tour dates, visit headlinecountry.net. When we come back, Darius Rucker banks his future in country music on his True Believers.